On 7 January 1943, in room number 3327 of a New York hotel, a person's body was found. But before anyone could discover anything, the FBI arrives, and they start searching the person's room. In this room, the FBI found numerous scientific notes and books on inventions. These inventions had the potential to win any war. However, why would the United States government raid an ordinary person's hotel room? The person whose body was found in the hotel room was none other than the great 20th century scientist, Nikola Tesla. Today, everyone around the world knows Nikola Tesla's name, thanks to his contributions in the fields of electricity and current. But today, I won't talk about those inventions that the world knows about. Instead, I will discuss Nikola Tesla's mysterious inventions which were hidden from the world and are still being attempted to be kept hidden. Wireless electricity. Nikola Tesla believed that he could invent a creation that would turn the entire Earth into a global mind. It means all people living on Earth would be connected through a device. This seems somewhat like a prediction of the Internet's future. Tesla believed he could control Earth's electromagnetic energy and create wireless electricity. He also aimed to create a transmitter that could harness Earth's energy and provide power to all our electrical devices. To fulfill this dream, Tesla invented a tower known as the Wardenclyffe Tower. This tower directly captured energy from the Earth's ionosphere, where unlimited amounts of electromagnetic energy are available. J.P. Morgan pledged to provide unlimited funds for this invention. However, Tesla's tower was in its final phase when J.P. Morgan decided to have an emergency meeting with Tesla. Morgan informed Tesla that a scientist named Marconi had stolen his idea. Despite Morgan's concerns about profitability, Tesla showed him the under-construction tower and expressed confidence in changing the world. Unfortunately, Morgan ceased funding, and shortly afterward, the tower was dismantled. Tesla's UFO design. Recently, a design by Nikola Tesla was released, describing a machine in detail. This machine looks exactly like a modern UFO, with two people seated inside watching a flat screen and controlling the UFO. The credibility of Tesla's design has become a controversial topic, with people divided into two groups: those who believe in it and those who dismiss these claims. However, if this design is true, then it suggests that the American government has been attempting to create UFOs since the early 90s. Artificial tidal wave. Nowadays, any country's air force helps assess its real power, but during Tesla's time, the naval force was the group that aided in gauging the strength of enemy nations. Keeping this in mind, Tesla conceived a machine that could control sea waves themselves. Through a multitude of inventions, Nikola Tesla informed that he could neutralize any country's navy with his discovery. According to this theory, numerous airplanes would release unique bombs into the sea, which upon entering the water would have the ability to create large bubbles. With their help, waves as tall as 100 feet could be generated, which would be substantial enough to sink any ship. Tesla believed that these waves could travel up to a kilometer away. The idea of this weapon was highly favored by the American and Russian military. Unfortunately, information about this invention is limited only to Tesla's letters. No scientific papers about this device have been found. Death ray. Nikola Tesla was a person whose creativity was praised even in his old age. His father had instilled in him the perspective to observe the world intensely. Tesla decided to invent a technology that could halt all kinds of wars worldwide. He wanted to create a technology that would make every nation anxious just at the thought of war. In 1931, during a press conference, Tesla announced that he had discovered an unprecedented energy source. When asked about its nature, he explained that the idea came to him suddenly, and that this energy source would emerge from a completely new place. In 1934, as the possibility of war in Europe increased, Tesla continued working on his invention. Then, a New York newspaper reported that Tesla had invented a machine called the death beam. This machine would pull substances from the air and release destructive energy into the sky. This machine was capable of downing airplanes from a distance of 300 kilometers. Tesla believed that this invention could grant superpowers to nations and prevent wars. However, his invention remained limited to paper just because of funds. Tesla approached the J.P. Morgan for funding, but Morgan refused. By 1937, Tesla lacked funding for his machine. He began sending detailed diagrams of his machine to various countries, and the Soviet Union showed the most interest. Tesla presented his plans to the Soviet-owned company, Emporg Training Corporation. 2 years later, in 1939, the the testing of the first stage of the death beam was carried out in the Soviet Union. Tesla emphasized that the machine was solely for defense purposes, but he also envisioned it as part of a power plant network. It could scan the sky and locate enemy aircraft from distances of 300 to 400 kilometers and destroy it. However, due to some unknown reasons, the machine was never publicly demonstrated. These kinds of inventions were also the cause of his death. Even before news of his death, the world knew that Nikola Tesla was working on his death beam, which could potentially bring down 10,000 airplanes simultaneously from the sky. Share your thoughts about Sir Nikola Tesla's hidden inventions, and comment if you want another part of this video.